welcome to the world of sourdough bread. Today we are diving into the ancient art of crafting a loaf from just flour, water, and wild yeast. Get ready to learn the magic of fermentation, the joy of kneading, and the patience of proofing. In just a few steps, we will transform simple ingredients into delicious, crusty masterpiece. Let's start baking. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making roasted garlic and dill sourdough bread. We finished our sourdough starter and we're going to use it to bake some bread today. We're going to start with weighing out everything. We're going to zero this. Here is our sourdough starter that we just made. We're going to add 120 grams of sourdough starter. To this, we are going to add 310 grams of filtered warm water. And we're going to mix it really well together. You do not want this to be hot. We are going to add 500 grams of whole wheat flour. And this is 100% stone ground whole wheat. Before I add that, I'll add my dill and my roasted garlic. And then making sure that everything is well incorporated. Then we're going to add this 500 grams of whole wheat flour. Bring it together and we'll add 16 grams of salt. We're going to mix it into a shaggy mixture. I'm just going to mix the rest with my hand. We're just trying to incorporate it together to hydrate the dough. We are not kneading, we're just pressing to incorporate all the flour. And what we're going to now do is to allow this to sit on the counter for about 1 hour. We dampened our cloth and we're just going to use the dampened cloth to cover it and leave it on the counter for 1 hour. In the meantime, we are going to cover our sourdough starter and put it in the refrigerator. We don't need to refit it today. After about an hour, we are now going to fold this. Just going to wet our hands and then we're going to grab, release a little and pull and fold, and then stretch and fold. Then we're going to cover it again and leave it for about 20 minutes. But after 20 minutes, we are now doing the second fold. Again and leave for 20 minutes on the count. After 20 minutes, we are now doing the third fold. Then we are going to cover this again and leave for 20 minutes on the count. After 20 minutes, we are now doing the fourth fold. Then we are going to cover this again and leave for 20 minutes on the count. After 20 minutes, we got our Benetton basket ready to proof the dough. Put a little bit of flour here because we are going to proof it here. And then we grab and we fold. And then we fold, and here is what we're going to do. We're going to scoop and fold. We're going to leave it here in the Benetton basket for proofing. We're going to cover it until it doubles. We're leaving it for at least 6 to 12 hours. After 6 hours, our dough has risen a little bit and we are going to get it out. Look at that. So what we're going to do is to fold it over. We're going to add some flour. We'll bring the edges together and then fold it. What we're doing is tightening up the dough. And then we are going to put it in this basket, which we're going to flour. Tighten it some more. We're just going to flip it over, cover it with plastic, and let it rise in the refrigerator for about 12 hours. We're allowing it to rise slowly so that all that flavor can develop. Our sourdough has been in the refrigerator for about 12 hours. So now we are going to bake it. We actually put our Dutch oven in the oven at 450 degrees. We are going to take this and flip it. All that is left is to now score it. We're gonna make about 1/2 inch. Then we're gonna do another one. We're going to make some little cuts. You can make whatever design you choose. So next, what we're going to do is to get the Dutch oven out of the oven. Be careful, you can't put this Dutch oven on anything. So we are going to carefully put this in the Dutch oven. We're going to cover it and put it back in the oven and bake for about 20 minutes. Then we'll open it up. Okay, so we are testing 2 methods. The second method involves us just mixing the dough with white all-purpose flour, allowing it to stand for about 6 to 12 hours, then molding it and letting it rise for 1 hour and baking in an oven, a cold oven. So what we're going to do is to carefully flip it and we are going to score it, but we're going to put it in the cold oven and bake it for 45 minutes without preheating the oven, and then open it up. We're going to put this in here and we're going to cover it with the second one, ensuring that it is lined up properly. And we're going to set the oven at 450 degrees. The bread is ready, and let's grab it out of the oven. Now we're going to put the cast iron over here. Now we're going to take it out. And here we go. Look at that. Smells so good. We're going to leave it to cool. This is the dill and roasted garlic bread, and it's whole wheat bread. So we're gonna let this cool because we can't cut into it until it is fully cool. Once our Dutch oven was free, we later transferred our all-purpose white bread into a loaf pan and then into the Dutch oven to help mold it properly. And then we covered and continued to bake in the oven at 450 degrees. Our 10-minute sourdough, which is our second method, sourdough bread by Ben Starr, is ready. This is where we actually mixed the dough, left it for 12 hours, did nothing, came back and just shaped it, allowed it for 45 minutes, and then put it in the cold oven for 45 minutes to bake, and then opened it and baked for an additional 10 minutes. Here we go. It smells amazing. So we're gonna take it out. We're gonna let them cool. This is made from white flour and this is whole wheat stone ground flour. This is our garlic and dill. They both look amazing, but this was way easier to make. The bread has cooled and we are about to cut into it. Wow, look at that. This one had more bubbles than this. These bubbles are a little smaller. Let's do a taste test. So this is the whole wheat with dill and roasted garlic, and this is just plain. Let's put some butter. This is really good. Wow. The sourness coupled with the garlic and the dill and the salt is amazing. And it's so moist inside. Nice and crunchy on the outside and very soft in the inside. The seasoning is amazing. So let's try this one. This is so good. Both of them. I love the seasoning. This is the same, a whole lot crunchy outside, soft inside. This is so amazing. Anybody can do this. You should try this at home. Bear in mind that no two sourdoughs taste the same because the taste is dependent on your environmental yeast and bacteria for your starter. All the bacteria and the yeast in the environment are specific to your kitchen, to your environment, and that is what makes sourdough unique. Anyhow, I would like for you to try it out there and post your own pictures. Tell us how easy it was. If this video has been of value to you, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. This is Dr. Okeke. Thank you.